Hi everyone, this week is Parshas Vayeshev. In this week's Parsha, Yehuda has 3 sons. And he marries off the first one to someone named Tamar. The son dies childless, and so Tamar marries the second son. He dies childless. And so Yehuda does not give his third son to Tamar, but he tells her to wait. We can understand Yehuda's hesitation. But when time passes and the young man is ready to get married, Yehuda does not offer his hand to Tamar, and Tamar takes matters into her own hands and eventually has relations with her father-in-law, has twins, and from one of those twins comes Mashiach. A similar case with Lot and his 2 daughters after escaping Sodom and Gomorrah and the destruction and thinking that the world has been destroyed. The daughters of Lot want to repopulate the world. They don't give up. And so they both get pregnant, and from one of those pregnancies, the seeds of Mashiach are born. And there's a lot written about why Mashiach comes from these very strange relationships. Rav Soloveitchik has a beautiful idea that I'd like to share, and that is the following. Both in the case of Tamar, which is in our Parsha, and the stories of the daughters of Lot, they thought all was lost. But instead of raising the white flag, they said, what's plan B? Where do we go from here? What is it in our toolbox that we can use to move forward in life? And that's similar to the story of Chanukah, the great Syrian army against a handful of Chashmonaim, and yet the handful of Chashmonaim defeat the great army. They never give up hope. And I think that message is great, especially during the dark days of the winter. They're upon us. We light the little candles that chase away a lot of darkness. We're to remember never to give up on our friends and our family, or in situations when they seem hopeless. Maybe that's exactly where the Mashiach can come, where our salvation can come from, where we can really learn about and discover and reveal things about ourselves that we would have never known had we not been faced with the difficult situation. I don't like difficult situations. Nobody likes difficult situations. But we all like a good story when the person is facing with a hardship and they come through and they're victorious. I mean, that's how Hollywood makes a lot of their movies. Except that's all fiction. But when the rubber meets the road, when we are going through life's hard stuff, we are to remember that there's always a plan B. And perhaps through that plan B, that's when Mashiach will arrive. Shabbat Shalom. I hope you have a great Chanukah, an illuminated Chanukah, and a great Shabbat.